Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I love it when you're on time. It's so spectacular. The other 60 people are all going to get late slips. Hey, we have tons of things to discover this morning, so let's jump right in with a quick fun video. All righty, thank you so much. We always appreciate every opportunity to improve. All right, let's move right along. Where is my good friend John from Guaranteed Rate? I know I saw him someplace. There he is. Good morning, John. How's it going?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Spectacular, thank you. What do you got for us?
Well, just like I said before last week, actually, I think Kristen might have been on the queue, but I'll take it from here. Interest rates are back down again. They're down in the 2.99% range. So like we spoke about last week, time is the essence. We foresee that this will be a short-lived little stint. So as the economy opens up more and more every week and month, the rates tend to trend up with the economy as it starts trudging along. And most importantly, we're all here as your team players. So we have all the vetted and vested interest in you and within us and with your clients to get your clients to the finish line as fast and easy and as smooth as possible. So, we have a ton of advanced disclosures, some great tracking systems within GR8, and we're excited to use them. You guys are also included that on when the appraisal gets ordered, when the loan approval happens as the realtor. So keep that in mind when our systems are in place. They work extremely, extremely well. And, we do talk to our clients effortlessly and endlessly on a weekly basis, sometimes daily. But everyone knows what needs to be done, and we thank you for your support, and we look forward to all your future business. So please give myself, Jose, or Kristen a call, and have a great week.
Awesome. Thank you so much, John. We appreciate that as always. And gentlemen, if I screwed that up this morning, if that was supposed to be Jose this morning, that's on me. So
not a problem.
You guys are going to have to arm wrestle out for the next
Not a problem.
for the next slot.
Thank you.
No worries, no worries. Guys, have an awesome day. We thank you so much for your time and talents. All right, so a couple of quick announcements for you. So as many of you know, I have perhaps bizarrely decided to become massively competitive with regards to how our state is performing with regards to fully vaccinated persons. And I'm excited to announce to you today that we have overtaken Maine. And we are now the #1 state in the country for percentage of human beings fully vaccinated. So that has been bugging me because Maine has been edging us out for the last 2 weeks by a percentage point or so. And we started to close the gap, and now we have overtaken them. So the state of Connecticut, 45% of every eligible human in the state has now been fully vaccinated. If that is you, thank you for pushing us ahead of Maine, because that just makes me want to smile even brighter and bigger. So we have a long way to go to keep us moving forward and have us pulling out of this whole situation. So keep rooting for Connecticut to keep pushing forward. So that's my one fun little tidbit. Couple of announcements. 1 o'clock today, we did have a marketing panel on the calendar for you that Jen and Jackie were going to run. However, unfortunately, they had to kind of move that around at the very last minute. So we are rescheduling that for sometime next week. Instead, at 1 o'clock today, you are going to have to settle for me. And what I will do at 1 o'clock today is anybody who has kind of questions or concerns or any kind of uncertainty about those new compensation models that we're moving to as of June the 1st. Pop on at 1 o'clock today. I'm going to give you kind of an overview of what we went over back on March the 15th, and then take any questions. As you know, if you are rolling May, June, July, we'll be setting up some one-on-one opportunities for you. However, if you can pop on at 1 o'clock today and get a quick question or two answered about what that looks like and how it affects you, it may save you that one-on-one time. Again, but we're happy to do the one-on-one if you'd like that specific time slot. So 1 o'clock today, some Q&A on anything that you have on our new compensation models. So that is where I will head at 1 o'clock today. Red Day, don't forget, Red Day is now tomorrow. It is not today, but it is Red Day tomorrow, right? All day. The offices are closed. This is that day that we decide to step back from our businesses, take the day to give back to our communities. Don't worry, we're not going to necessarily take your phones. And yet, we do want to make sure that everybody within the sound of my voice is planning on participating. We have a number of great projects throughout the county that you can choose from. I think the total number is 5 or 6 different projects of all different varying shapes and sizes. So do reach out to your market centers today, and we will point you in the direction of the person who is running a particular project for you. Steve, do you have more on that?
Yeah, you guys, we divided everybody up based on their projects. And you should be receiving either from Dan directly about the Ridgefield projects or the specific project managers in Stamford emails, if you haven't already, about specifics. Most importantly, if you're doing outside work, guys, we all have to bring our own tools. That's really key. So your own shovels and rakes and gloves and stuff, and use masking tape or painter's tape and put your name on the tools that you bring so they don't get lost. That's really crucial. Again, we're providing lunch and we'll have water for everybody. It's really not going to be like working on a chain gang in a prison. It's not going to be that bad, but we want you guys to be hydrated and have food. So that'll be provided. But I would also suggest that everybody bring like a water bottle of their own, so you have it handy while you're working on these outside projects. But you'll see more emails coming today on all these different projects, and also our partners, our mortgage partners. I'm not sure, again, the list is 150 people long. If you haven't signed up, you're more than welcome to participate in any project. Just reach out to me or Dan and we can direct you where the help is most needed tomorrow. So we'd love to have you.
Very good. Thank you so much for that update. We're so excited to kick off Red Day 2021 and look forward to your participation. It is a gratifying day, guys. So don't hesitate to step back and dive in. So we have a couple of fun things that we have to get to this morning. And one of them, of course, is it's Wednesday. So it's the Wednesday Wheel of Names. And boy, do we have a Wheel of Names opportunity for you guys this morning. But before we get there, I wanted to give you a quick update on our new listings challenge, right? And don't think that I have forgotten about the last listings challenge. I know I promised you some version of reward and excitement around that. We're still, because we're still closing the month from last month and getting those reports to make sure we don't miss anybody who took a listing last month. I will be announcing that by this time next week, and how we're going to incorporate some kind of a celebration around what we accomplished. However, on our new May 1st to June 30th listings challenge, and that's 358 new listings, right, between May 1st and June 30th. It's about an 8.5 week period, which, if you do the math, is about 45 listings a week, just like it was in the last listings challenge. You rose to the occasion and actually surpassed the last listings challenge, 45 a week. As of today, that's we're a week and a half in, so we should be at 67 listings. As of today, we are at 55, so we're running a small bit behind. I know that's because everyone's been preparing for Red Day, but now Red Day is tomorrow, so that we can just shoot past Red Day and put all those listings that we're taking on the market. So recognize that we've got a little bit of catch-up work to do. So between now and next Wednesday, that new target is 57 new listings to put us right back on track for our 358 by June the 30th. I know you can do it. You know you can do it. Look sideways in your little Brady Bunch boxes and point at the person next to you and say out loud, you can do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You can do it. Look, and most of you did it. That was spectacular. We're going to have to do more of that. That was fun to watch. All righty. So really exciting. I'm blown away by the listings that you're able to find. Keep up the great work and let us know how we can assist. Let's go to the Wheel of Names, and then we're going to go to some listing agent hacks. Wheel of Names. We have 2 sections for you today. Well, let me bring that up. We first have our celebration of all things KW Concierge Services, right? So the Concierge Services, here we are. The Concierge Services Wheel of Names is now fully populated. In the last week, we had on the document submission side for compliance, we had Jackie Yeep, Mariana Dinahan, Nikki Keaton, Jonathan Zaromsky, and Angela Arahu. And on the listing input side, we had Jackie Yeep again, Jody Boxer, Carolyn Opplinger, Todd Auslander ×3, so the Auslander-Kassendorf group ×3, and Sonali Zulawar. So thank you to everyone who's used our services. And if you remember the last couple of weeks, we've been kind of working our way towards hitting that minimum of 10. We did that all by itself last week, but we're going to add in a couple of weeks ago, Brian and Dawn and Linda. And then last week, Brian, Marcel, Robbie, Jane, and Jen. So we've got a full wheel for you this morning. Drum roll, please. Let's spin that wheel of names for our concierge services. And here we go. And the winner is Sonali. Sonali, congratulations. You have just won $100 in cold hard cash. We so appreciate you using those services and hope that they were helpful to you. All right, guys, I have to just load up the other side of our services. For insurance, we had a record-breaking week with insurance referrals. We had leading the pack. So this wheel of names might be retitled the Boxer Realty Group wheel of names, because we had Jody and her team create 7 referrals into the, where are we? There we go. 7 referrals into the insurance joint venture, followed very closely by Linda Dunsmore with 2, and Dan Leiden with 2, and the Auslander-Kassendorf group with 2, Elena Somoldenko, Derek Hearing, Jane Lee Lade, Marissa Gilberti, Kim and Mike Tromba, Joanne Bonenfant, James Wood, Kristen Kruder, and Randy Musiker, each with a referral in. I didn't add that up, but I think it's about 22 or something like that referrals in 1 week to that venture, which is awesome. We so appreciate that support and know that your clients are being well taken care of. So without further ado, drum roll please on this one. Round and round she goes. Where it stops, nobody knows except, oh, for the second time, Randy Musiker is the winner. I'm telling you what, Randy might just retire based on the $100 a week that she's winning by referring into the insurance partnership. So thank you so much, guys, for everybody who has continued to contribute. Jody, I think you may want to send somebody to monitor that from now on, because with 7 opportunities that you didn't win, I'm not sure how that occurred, but keep pumping them in. We'll get there. Guys, thank you so much. We so appreciate, again, all that you do to support these services, and hope that this is as much fun for you as it is for me. Hey, so congratulations to Randy and to Sonali. Do check in with your market center to receive your $100. I want to end today with some quick listing agent hacks. There are some really great ideas that are being utilized. And some of you who have been on some calls recently have seen a piece of this. It's something that I want to just show you. Debbie, just wave so everyone can see you this morning. Has taken some steps to really systematize and create a foundation for buyer's agents to submit offers to her as a listing agent in a clear and concise fashion. And I want to just show you a little bit of what she's done. The first thing, so here are your hacks, right? The first thing is right here in the agent remarks, which I'm sharing with you on the screen. She's put directions, right? So in every single one of your listings, do you have directions for the buyer's agents to submit offers to you? Debbie's directions start by pushing them to a landing page, which I'm going to show you in a minute, that gives them even further directions on how to submit offers to her. She then goes on to talk about all the documents that she's looking to make sure that they have. which includes something called a buyer info cover form, which they can go to yet another link to obtain. And I'll show you that as well. So the first step here is make sure that you have every opportunity in the agent remarks to clearly identify exactly what it is you are looking for in terms of what you want from folks. Second, Debbie built a landing page that looks like this so that people have an opportunity to click on that little bit.ly link in the MLS listing, or copy and paste it as the case may be, and then have offer submission guidelines. She's very clear about what the protocol is for submitting an offer to her. It's to keep everything fair. It's to keep a system in place. It absolutely helps in multiple offer situations, with which most listing agents, I think, would agree is pretty much all of the time lately, right? It gives directions as to who to call, where to send it, what email address, what is expected. It indicates if you have a change to something, exactly what to do. Just very detailed, and you can customize this the way you want to customize this. If I'm not mistaken, at 3 o'clock today, Debbie's going to be teaching landing pages. Is that right, Deb? Am I?
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
So at 3 o'clock today, dive into the Zoom room if you'd like to know how to do this, and you can then create your own so that you have your own offer submission guidelines for buyer's agents. The other cool piece of this, or kind of the really cool piece of this, in my opinion, is this last piece. It's the idea that buyers need to click on a link that brings them to a document that looks just like this. Debbie built hers in Google Forms, or Google Forms. I know Jody uses something called JotForm, I think. So there's a couple of different versions of how you can build this, but you then just send the buyer's agents to this link and ask them for information about their buyers, about the offer, and they just detail all of that information right here and then submit it. So they're sending you their documentation, but they also have to come here and give you all of this info as well. Here's what's cool about that. Not only does it create a system and have some of the buyer's agents do the legwork, many of you have been creating these spreadsheets and these grids for your buyers to help them sort through all of the multiple offers. Debbie, if you could share your screen. What Debbie has built is, with that Google form, once you submit the Google form, it auto-populates a Google Sheet that looks just like this, with all of the information from each of the offers all spelled out. And that just comes, again, it auto-populates from the Google Sheet. Once you have it here, you can run a sort based on price. You can run a sort based on closing date. You can eliminate anything under 700. And if the seller only wants to see offers over 700, you can skew things down by who was first and who was second, because it's all time and date stamped, right? It gives the sellers and you an opportunity to kind of run through each of these offers, and you didn't have to spend all the time inputting it into a spreadsheet. Debbie, am I missing anything on the power of this?
What I would say is that it makes it, it saves you literally hours. And when I say hours, it can be, if you have 10 offers, 12 offers, 20 offers, it can be half a day of time saved. And it's also manageable right online, obviously, through Zoom. You can have this consultation with your seller to make the decision about who they're going to choose, and you compare all of the notes. What you see the numbers in green here. Those are my revised numbers after the best terms came in. So any comments that I changed the colors in green so that I know that I've collected everybody's second response if I've asked for a second response. This is magic.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. If you want to learn how to do what Debbie just described and what we just showed you, again, the landing page portion, so that simple little website page that I showed you first, Debbie's going to teach that today at 3 o'clock. The rest of it, the buyer input form, she's going to teach you that system on Wednesday, the 19th at 11 o'clock.
Right.
Again, that'll be like a 45-minute session, fast and simple, because it really is not complicated. So watch for those two opportunities to learn how to do that. And again, if you even have one listing on the market, this will save you time, effort, energy, and frankly, it creates a system for now that you'll never stop using. You'll just use it forever and ever, amen. And guess what? The buyer's agents, they are so appreciative of the fact that there are instructions and directions, because it makes them feel like you're giving them the best opportunity for their clients to win. So for those of you who have it in their head, well, who's actually going to use this? None of the buyer's agents are going to want to do that. We have found that to be not true. And it's actually the exact opposite. They're excited to use a system that you've put in place because it feels like it gives them a leg up. So that's the hack that I wanted to give you a little insight on this morning. I hope that is helpful, useful. And again, 3 o'clock today for the landing page portion, and 11 o'clock on the 19th for the buyer input form. And we will teach you how to do that all by your own little selves. That's the day. Guys, thanks for being here. We so appreciate you. We'll see you later if you're plugging into some trainings. If not, we will see you bright and early tomorrow for Red Day. Watch later on today for blast emails about times that everything is starting. Have a great day today. Take care.
Goodbye. Say bye. Say bye, Silva.
Bye, Silva.
Say we bought a new house today, right?
We love you, help today.
Right? Say we're closing on our house today. Oh, look at his love. Oh, so squeezy. So squeezy.
Bye.
April, are you
Yes.
are you doing some stuff these days? I'm on the Tony Robbins